Welcome to Barreless. All you need for class is a set of light weights, or if you don't have weights at home, cans work great, and a mat is optional. So we'll start with a warm up first, taking a nice wide stance. We'll slowly begin to squat down, reaching towards the ground. Then as we stand up, we're going to take a big stretch to the side, hold for a second, then move back to your squat nice and slow. Switching to the other side and hold for a second or two. So just keep repeating this pattern. You can go at your own pace. And our goal with the warm up is to just get the body ready for class, get the body ready to move. Good. Spend about 10 more seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out. Good. From here, we'll move to windmill toe touches, so arms out to a T. We'll slowly start to hinge down, reaching to the shin or toe, lifting back to the center, and switching sides. And with this one, we are pushing our hips back, hinging forward, giving the glutes a squeeze as we come to standing. Start to activate those glutes, get a little more stretch in the hamstrings, low back. And we'll spend 10 more seconds here. Try to get at least one more per side. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, we'll take some big arm circles. Working to loosen up the shoulders, stretch out the chest. Go ahead and switch directions. We'll send them back. Always an option too if you want to alternate instead. Good. Then from here, we'll move to arm swings, bringing them across the body. Should feel a nice stretch as we kind of reach back, chest. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll finish up finding our wide stance once again, taking a hinge forward and falling all the way down. So we're going to a wide leg forward fold. And once you get down here, you can shift the leg side to side. You can keep as much of a bend in the knees as you need to if you have some tight hamstrings today. Just being gentle with the body, kind of working into it. Spend about 10 more seconds here. Take whatever movements feel good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll slowly roll all the way up to standing, stacking one vertebra at a time. At the top, we'll take a couple shoulder rolls. Shoulders up towards the ears and down the spine. Really exaggerating that movement. And loosening up those shoulders. All right, we'll shake it out and we're gonna start off today with some curtsy lunges. So a little bit of balance challenge right off the bat here. So reminder with our curtsy lunge, we're gonna, to set up, step back to a regular reverse lunge, but then we're gonna just shift that foot so it's slightly behind. So thinking like you're curtsying to someone, I don't know how to actually curtsy, but this is what I imagine, curtsy lunge. And if it's not comfortable for any reason, feel free to follow along as I fall over with a regular reverse lunge, keeping your balance. So we're not going to be standing and stepping back. We're just going to be staying in this position. We'll go through full singles, and then we'll do half, and then we'll do a pulse at the bottom, and then a hold. So we're just going to slowly kind of make our way closer and closer to the ground with each different piece. So with all that said, we'll begin with the right leg back. So you can get into your curtsy lunge. Again, always an option to take a regular lunge if you're not feeling the curtsy today, totally fine. We'll get started with just full reps in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we are lowering down, lifting all the way. And the legs are staying right where they're at. We're making sure that front knee is staying above the ankle. And we're focusing on keeping our balance. Just getting as low as comfortable too. You don't have to go all the way to the ground. Listen to your body. Good. We'll get ready to go to half reps. So not going all the way up, stopping halfway. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So we're going down as low as comfortable and then about halfway up. So we're still keeping tension in that front leg. Should be focusing on pressing up through the heel of that left foot. Good. Next up, we have our pulse. So even tinier movement hanging out at the bottom. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. So staying as low as we can, breathing through, trying to keep those shoulders relaxed. If you feel them riding up towards the ears, just draw them down. Good. We'll finish up with a hold at the bottom in 3, 2, 1. Holding as low as comfortable. Breathe through. You're not here long. Give me 10 more seconds. Woo. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll step it up. Woo. Falling over here. Shake those legs out. Take a breath. Just kind of let everything simmer down. And we are going to repeat the same thing with the left leg back. So if you did choose to curtsy, we'll get back into that position. If you took regular lunges, you can get into that position. And keeping that knee over the ankle, we'll start with our full reps first. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And lowering as far down as comfortable. Focusing on pressing up through that right heel this time as we stand. Really focusing on our balance. Keep it slow. We have no rush. Plenty of time here. Can always readjust as needed too. Take breaks when you need. We have 10 seconds left with our full reps. Next up is our half rep. So we will not be standing all the way up. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So we're just going halfway up. Keep tension in the quads on that right side. Still focusing on pressing up through that heel. Always remembering to breathe. Good. 10 seconds left. Next up, we have our teeny tiny pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pulsing at the bottom. Staying as low as comfortable. We're breathing through that burn. Loving it. We'll finish up with a hold at the bottom in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Holding as low as we can. Finish out strong here. We're fighting through 10 seconds. Keeping our balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll stand it up. Shake those legs out. Woo. Now that the legs are woken up, we'll give them a little break here. We're going to move to shoulders next. So we have kind of a similar thing going on here. So we're going to start with rotators. So arms are going to start 90 degrees. We're going to rotate the weights down all the way so they're level with the arms, elbows, shoulders, and then pull them back up. So this will be our full rep. Then we're going to go to a half rep, just going about 45 degrees instead of 90. Then we'll go to pulses in our goalpost, hanging out here. And then we're going to pulse in the center, hanging out here. So we will go for time. If you do need breaks, feel free to take them. If you need to switch out weights, feel free to do so. We'll get ready with our full rotators first. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So lowering all the way down, level with the elbows, shoulders, and back up. This is a nice slow and controlled movement. Here we go. Draw belly button towards the spine, kind of tuck the tailbone down to keep the body strong and stable. Moving to our half reps next in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So just moving halfway down, stopping, and then bringing it back up. And always remembering to breathe. About 10 more seconds here. And we have our pulse in the goalpost position. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So just pulsing a little bit, intra-tube movement, pressing up towards the ceiling. Breathing through that shoulder burn. We're loving it. Not too much left. We'll pulse in the center next in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So bring those elbows in. Weights are stacked right over elbows, and we're just pressing up towards the ceiling. Nice work. Give me 10 more seconds. Fight through here. We can do this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Whoo. We'll shake the arms out, take some swings, maybe some shoulder rolls, whatever is feeling good. Decompress a little bit. And then we are going right back into our curtsy round. So we'll start to get ourselves set up here, beginning with the right leg back. So again, option of curtsy, or you can go for a regular lunge, whatever you're feeling today. So we'll get started with our full reps in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Going as low as comfortable for you, and pressing up through the heel to stand your way up. And always being mindful of where that knee is moving. We don't want to be shifting forward. We just want to be lowering down. Whew. And maintaining balance. Awesome work. We have about 10 seconds left here, and we'll go to our half reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So just going about halfway up, focusing on keeping tension in those quads on the left side. This is our last time here, so we're giving it all we've got. Nice, relaxing, slow burn. Whew, fall over here. Next up is our pulse at the bottom in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, pulsing low. And not too much time with these last 2. Breathe through. We'll finish with our hold at the bottom in 3, 2, 1. Holding low. Last time here on this leg. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Give those legs a good shake. Deep breaths to decompress. Give the body a little relief here. Woo. We'll get ready for our second side and last time. So we're going to be keeping your right leg forward, stepping that left leg behind us. Same setup as you took before, so either reverse lunge or curtsy. We'll get started with full reps in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Getting as low as comfortable for you. Standing all the way up. You can move at your own pace. It's the beauty of going for time. You have no rush. And keeping those shoulders relaxed, try to keep them loose. Moving to our half reps next. 3, 2, 1. Half reps, so going to the bottom or low as comfortable. Keeping tension in that right leg. And if you do ever need breaks, feel free to stand it up, shake it out, jump back in when you're ready. About 10 seconds left here. We'll move to our pulse at the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tiny movements, hanging out the bottom. We are breathing through here, staying strong. I know we can do this. 5 seconds, we'll go to our hold. 3, 2, 1. Holding as low as we can. Last time here. Woo, 10 seconds. Half inch lower, there we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll stand it up. Give those legs a good shake. Take some deep breaths, maybe grab a sip of water if you'd like. Legs get a break. We're back to our shoulders. Same as last time with our rotators. Full, half, then pulsing here, pulsing here. And always adjust the weights as needed. Take breaks when you need to. We'll get ready for our full reps. We'll start to bring those shoulders or arms up. Goal post position. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get nice and slow with this movement. You want to keep it controlled. Bring those weights down so they're level with the elbows, with the shoulders. Should all be in line. Inhaling on the way down, exhale on the lift. We'll move to our half reps in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going halfway down, roughly back to the top. Just a tiny range of motion, forcing even more control as we stop those weights, pull them back up. Awesome work. Next up is our goal post pulse in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll pulse it up, pressing towards the ceiling. Tiny movements here, really firing up those shoulders. We'll breathe. We'll finish up with our pulse in the center in 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse in the center, elbows are stacked, or weights are stacked above elbows. Everything in line, tiny movements, and 10 seconds to go. And last time here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can control those weights, drop them down. Woo! We'll give the arms a good shake. We'll slowly make our way down to the mat. Feel free to grab a sip of water on your way down. And keep those weights close by. Alrighty, so on the ground, we're gonna start off with a glute bridge hold and dumbbell pull over. So you can either use 1 or 2 dumbbells. I'll quick demonstrate before we get started. Feet are hip width apart. We're gonna press up through the heels and hold here in this glute bridge, keeping hips level. From here, you can either use 1 dumbbell kind of holding on the end of the weight as we slowly lower overhead to try to tap the ground if you can, pull back up, and those arms are staying pretty much straight, maybe just a slight bend in that elbow. And with the pull, we are squeezing those shoulder blades as we bring that weight back up. You can also use 2 dumbbells as long as you can keep them controlled, kind of holding them again on the ends. And same thing, lowering them down together, try to tap the ground if you can, and pull back up. So you can choose your weight accordingly. We have 45 seconds here total, moving at your own pace. We'll get started in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And a slow, controlled, common theme for this class, especially with this exercise. And we are squeezing those shoulder blades as we pull back up. Continue to press through those heels too, squeeze the glutes. Just a little bonus. Who doesn't love glute work? There we go. Down to 10 seconds. Bring the hips up a ½ inch higher. Good. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll stay lifted in the bridge. You can just kind of adjust your weight or weights. We're gonna move to some skull crushers. So continuing to hold that bridge, weights are gonna be apart about shoulder width. We're gonna slowly hinge at the elbows, bring the weights down towards the head. And as we press, we're gonna rotate those palms forward. So lowering down, palms face each other. Pressing up, they'll rotate to face your feet. So again, we have time here. We'll go 45 seconds in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm just trying to hinge at the elbows. Upper arm should stay pretty stable. Oops, and we were rotating palms. I already forgot. Palms face on the way down. Face the toes at the top. Just getting a little rotation, work those triceps a little differently. Try to keep those hips lifted as high as you can. Maybe feeling a little shake. It's all good. About 15 seconds left. We are going to throw in a pulse with this one. So we will be pulsing about halfway, really firing up those triceps. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So keeping the palms facing each other, and just an inch or two of movement as we press those weights up towards the ceiling. Bring the hips a half inch higher. Good. 10 seconds. Breathing through. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can lower down. We'll set the weights aside. Woo. Moving to a little bit of core work here. We have a supported leg extension and abduction. So, and I will show you first. So one knee is going to start into the chest, the other is going to be straightened out. We're going to try to bring it out towards the edge of your mat, back to the center, and then switch. So leg straight, out to the edge of your mat, pull back to the center, and switch. So we're giving light support, pulling that knee into the chest. The less you pull in, the harder it's going to be. If you pull in a little more, it's going to help to keep yourself grounded down. So you can always adjust how much you're pulling in order to make this exercise a little more challenging. So with all that said, we're going to go 45 seconds, so a little bit longer. Keep it slow. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So pull one knee in, straighten the leg out to the edge of the mat, pull back, and switch. And the whole time we are trying to keep that back grounded down, keep the body stable, especially as we are abducting that leg away from the body. Just a little way to spice it up. And a bonus stretch for the hips. Woo. We're already over halfway through into our final 15 seconds. Let's keep moving at your own pace here, really challenging ourselves. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out and relax. A little more core coming at you next here. We're going to straighten out that right leg so it's down on the mat. The left leg is going to lift up straight as you can make it. Feel free to take a bend like I am. Left arm is going to be behind the head, and that right arm is going to be straight as we sit up and just reach and kind of pulse up towards the toes. If you want an extra challenge, pick that right leg up off the mat, hold, and continue to pulse. You can always set it down whenever you need. Pick it up if you want an extra little core burn. So we'll go 20 seconds per side and we'll go continuous. We'll just flip to the other side. I'll let you know when. But right leg down to start, left leg lifted in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And pulsing up. Trying to keep that right shoulder blade off the mat. And give it a try, picking up that right foot off the ground. Holding that leg out, really getting that core going. Almost ready to switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll switch sides. Same thing. Option to keep that leg on the ground, or you can hover. Nice. 10 seconds left. Short and sweet. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Woo! We'll just take a stretch overhead, take a deep breath. As we exhale, just kind of releasing down. Feel free to take any movements that might feel good. You can straighten out the legs. You can take some windshield wipers. Just a little reset before we go through for our second round. All right, now that we're feeling ready and excited to go, we'll get started with our glute bridge hold and pull over first. So you can pick up 1 or 2 dumbbells, start to set yourself up, feet are hip width apart. We'll press up through those heels. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we're lowering those weights down, inhaling on the way down. Exhale as we pull back up. We should be squeezing those shoulder blades as we pull, using those back muscles to lift. Nice focus. We have about 20 seconds left. Aiming for good quality movement, and we have no rush. We'll stay lifted in our glute bridge. We have our skull crushers next. I'll give us just a little time if you need to grab a second dumbbell. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Try to stay lifted in that glute bridge. You can just adjust your weights, get a good grip, bring them shoulder width apart, with palms facing the toes to start. Going to skull crushers in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Starting to lower those weights down towards the head. Exhaling to press and rotate the palms. 45 seconds here. And we'll finish with our lovely pulse at the end. Just for a little extra fun. Work to keep those upper arms as stable as possible. We're just hinging at the elbows, rotating the forearms, the hands. Good. We have 10 seconds left. Try to lift a ½ inch higher in our bridge, really squeezing those glutes tight, pressing through the heels. Going to our pulse in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just a little bit of movement, keeping those arms about 90 degrees. Should feel those triceps working. Feel the glutes working to hold ourselves up. Always remembering to breathe, maybe a little smile. 10 seconds. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can relax, carefully setting those weights aside. Going back to our supported leg extension, abduction. We'll get ready here. Again, 45 seconds, slow and controlled. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's pulling one knee in, other leg is straight, edge of the mat, back in, and switch. And the more pull you give, the more support you're going to have with the core and low back, keeping it flat on the mat. If you want that extra challenge, try to go with lighter pressure as you keep that leg pulled in. As long as you can keep that body stable, keep that back grounded down to your mat. 15 seconds. Awesome work. Keep going here. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can relax. Take a deep breath. We'll get ready for our toe touch pulses. So we'll start with that right leg straightened out. So you get an option to keep it on the mat, or you can lift it up for a challenge. Left leg peels up towards the ceiling. We'll get started in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pulsing up, trying to keep that right shoulder blade off the mat. Up as high as we can. We only have 10 seconds left. We'll get ready to switch to the other side in 3, 2, One, we'll switch. Go focus in here, left shoulder blade off the mat. Really reaching up as high as we can. 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo. We'll take a full body stretch, reaching the arms up overhead, stretching the toes out, maybe going a little wide, taking up some space. Good. When you're ready, you can take a bend in the knees. You're going to gently cross left foot over the right knee. Option to hold here, keeping that right foot on the mat and lightly pressing down on the left knee. Or for a deeper stretch, you can peel that leg up, grab behind the hamstring, and hold here. Either way, feeling a really nice stretch, the hamstrings, IT band of that left leg. Option 2, if you have your legs lifted, you can roll that ankle out, stretch out the toes, give a wiggle. Take one more deep breath. That will slowly release down to the mat, keeping that left leg crossed over. We're just going to gently let it fall off to the side, as low as comfortable for a gentle twist. We'll take 2 deep breaths as we hold. Good. After your second deep breath, we'll slowly pull those legs back up to the center, uncross the left foot, and switch sides. Bring that right foot over left knee, and you can either keep it down here, applying light pressure on that right leg, or you can pull it in, grabbing behind the hamstring. You can roll out the ankle, maybe rock side to side too. Plenty of options to play around with. Take 2 more deep breaths. Good. After that second deep breath, you can release the leg down if you had it lifted up. Keeping the right leg crossed over is going to let it fall gently off to the side, as low as comfortable, gentle twist, and 2 deep breaths here. Just letting the body relax. Good. We'll slowly start to pull those legs back up to the center. You can uncross that right foot. We'll pick the feet up off the mat, grab behind the knees, taking a roll up, or as many as you'd like, just to massage the back, making your way to a butterfly stretch when you're ready for it. With feet together in the center, pressing down lightly on the knees with elbows. Good. We'll take one more deep breath here. We'll slowly make our way to standing for one final stretch, and take your time on the way up. When you're ready, take a big inhale and reach those arms up overhead. And we'll find that side body stretch we found in our warm up. Just holding as far as comfortable for 2 deep breaths. Nice stretch through the shoulders, down the back. Good. After the second deep breath, we'll switch sides, big stretch, really reaching to the side. 2 more deep breaths. After your second deep breath, you bring the arms back up to the center. Slowly release them down, nice and big. Maybe you roll the wrists out, and you can shake it out. Feel free to get some more stretching on your own. That's all I have for Barreless. Thanks so much for joining.